of my face is red, with breasts, with a shoulder of a friend, with a corner of a desk, with communion, with a yes, and I'll tell you.
Welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. I'm Robert Sean. I'm recording this podcast by candlelight in Toronto, Canada, for no reason. And here's Skyler, 3 seconds after a bong rip, eyes still closed. How you doing, buddy?
Fucking feeling good.
He's feeling good. Mikey, in the van, Vancouver City.
Great. Good as
Yeah,
ever.
great. Great as ever.
Yeah.
We
Good as ever. Internet's shit, but
Yeah, we did that thing where we talked for like half an hour and then go, okay, now start the show, and it's like, I don't know what the hell we were talking about. I don't know how to start now. I guess we can start with like shout out to Bike Thieves for Leaking coming out on Stomp Records this month. You guys are sick, and thank you to everyone that listens. Yeah.
I think this is like a hot topic. I think we should talk about it. But is it racist or offensive to like? I don't even want to use the word mock, but to imitate, mime a accent.
I think if you're making
we just
fun
went over
of
it
them,
for half an hour. Like it depends, place and time and variables, right? Like if you're doing our boy Rory's fucking throw-out joke there,
Brooklyn accent.
This is an impression of a human right? I'm
from
not going to
Earth,
do anything more for that. I'm not going to give away the punchline. Like that, there's some racist tone to that, sure. But if you're like, like we were talking, like if you spend enough time in a place, you do pick up on the slang and the dialect, and your whole drawl kind of changes as a result of that.
Yeah. I think there's a difference between making fun of a person and a whole culture, and obviously there's like right away there's people listening. It's like, oh, here's 3 white straight males like having an opinion. Shut up. We have opinions.
Well, that's our culture.
We have opinions.
So fuck off.
Fuck off. Yeah. Go ahead and fuck off. Yeah. But like,
hey, you downloaded
doing
this,
like an impression of like an Asian voice for no reason and making fun of people, like that's not cool. But if I was going to do an impression of Jackie Chan, I'd want to sound like Jackie Chan. And that would...
or else there's so many Jackie Chans, how you going to know which one?
But if I'm like, I'm going to do a stunt right now
narrow
and
it
jump
down.
and say like, oh, uncle, or something, like... that could be... But it's like, that's what Jackie Chan says. That's what I'm doing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can do impressions of... I could do a Robert De Niro impression, and that's not racist. So if I did a like Black Panther voice, like is that right? Like no, like that's a person.
You're right. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's just touchy. Like, because I know
it just boils down to that. It's just touchy. You're right.
Touchy.
People are sensitive.
So should we do some sick
Let's
impressions?
do some impressions of people from Earth.
That's kind of your bread and butter. It's not like I'm cucking out here. I just don't have any. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to sit back and listen.
I was just thinking about how, like, like if you're like a singer and you got that, like, boop, to get your key.
Yeah.
Pitch
right? Like, I don't know what you call that, but it's like, I always find it funny that like if you're ever gonna do like an impersonation of a country or like someone from a region, like you just have to say the name of their country, and it will like get you into that character.
Okay.
It was Great Britain. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From London.
I'm from London.
I'm gonna throw some out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Australia.
Like.
Oh, I'm from Australia.
Australia. It's not Australia. Australia. We got a staff in here, like...
Yeah. Holds up. What about India?
Okay, let's not do India. I don't know if I can do it like India.
There it
is.
is.
An impression of a white guy from India. Oi.
India.
No, it holds up. The theory holds up.
There's white guys that live there. Hey, what's some rice with
probably
that?
not. I don't know. There's like 2 billion people.
Yeah,
that live
there's
there.
a couple white
couple
ones.
whites, couple rice.
It's not racist.
Expats.
No.
No, that was nothing racist about that. That theory holds up, and I think it's like proven now to be 100% effective every time.
Every time, Japan. You know.
But that's an example of what we were talking about earlier. Like, if I go to a Japanese restaurant, which I do maybe every other week, like I'm a big fan of sushi. If you read the menu in English, they don't know what you're saying. Like, I'm a big fan of agatofu. It's pronounced age, though. A-G-E, tofu. And if I say aged tofu, they look at me like an idiot. I gotta say, like, agatofu. In a Japanese kind of sounding voice. Yeah. And you kind of have to do that. You
gotta pretend like...
again,
I had a girlfriend
it's all about perspective
one time that would put a little bit of sugar on her
racist.
Japanese order and add a at the end. And it was like, you have to stop doing that. She'd be like,
that's a little too far.
Salmon, sashimi, ha. It's like, you can't do that. Like, I'm okay with the, like...
But you know what? If there is a place to do it, that's the place.
That's the place.
So if you're gonna do it, do it there.
But, like, I was okay with the, like, lead into
Or if
the,
you're
like,
saying things like, Nagasaki.
Yeah. Like, you can open with the, like, Nagasaki. Like, that would be okay, but to, like, end it with a, ha. Like, okay, you can't do that. That's too far.
Well,
Nagasaki, ha.
You can only do it within these walls.
Yeah. And ordering off the menu.
So with Japan, you just gotta pretend like you're, whatever the word is, just act like you're picking it up.
Dude, that is for sure it. That is for sure it. Yeah. You got this shit.
Okay,
dude, like, why don't you get on that fucking bullshit site, that Fiverr site that your brother was telling us about for some bullshit? You should get on there and fucking offer your services.
What are you talking about?
We, like, a week ago, we were like, hey, we should, like, spend a couple bucks and, like, advertise this podcast and kind of
promote this
because
hilarious
none of us
episode
are at all, like, interested in promoting it on social media in any way.
Dude, I don't even have the email to get on our social media.
We're not doing it. So then I was like, okay, I'll just, like, I'll go on Fiverr and, like, find some fucking cuck to do it for us. And for those that don't know, Fiverr is a website where you just pay people $5 to do shit that you don't want to do. And it is as simple as, like, I need a cover letter for this job. I need to, like, send an email to my boss about quitting. Like, it's all just bullshit tasks that you don't want to do, and you just pay someone $5 to do it. So I found some guy that advertises podcasts, and the ad said, like, in the worst fucking English, like, 100% guaranteed USA lovers. Like, it was so brutal.
Like, that's our guy.
That's our guy. I'm giving this guy $5.
The actual ad for the fucking listing looked like the marquee at a China. It was.
Oh yeah, it was Microsoft.
Yeah, but it would just look like outside of any Asian restaurant. It was just that, like, bold color, simple letters. Varying size fonts.
It's English, but it's definitely not a sentence. And he came through. The guy got us, like, a couple thousand downloads. But we're big in Vietnam right now. We looked at the map.
Yeah.
Huge.
Vietnam.
Shout out Vietnam.
Vietnam and China. We're huge right now. Thousands of downloads a week.
Ho Chi Minh Trail.
That's actually where it is.
The Ho
Chi Minh City, baby. We're hot.
They got internet all over that fucking trail now.
Yeah, we broke through the firewall.
It's a motherfucking highway.
I mean, we did get the downloads, but I don't know if those are USA lovers, like they were guaranteed. So I'll have a word with them.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if they actually.
They don't have to be USA lovers per se.
Like, the USA lost that war, so I'm not sure that anybody likes them. Yeah, like.
Dude, I barely like them. I got no reason not to.
You don't like them?
You couldn't call me a lover. You couldn't call me a USA lover.
You wouldn't get my support.
No, I barely like them, for fuck's sake.
No, America's just like the fucking Jerry Springer of the world. Like,
dude, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it, but, like, you can't look away.
Who's the Steve? Are we the Steve?
Are we the Steve? Not even. We're not even there. Like, we're just sitting. Okay. We're sitting in the crowd. Like,
Yeah.
That's where we are as Canadians.
No, it's for sure just a complete fucking shit show of a mess. You never know what to expect, but you also kind of do, like Jerry Springer, where it feels spontaneous and scripted all at the same time.
Scripted at the same time. That's right.
Yeah, that's America in a nutshell.
Coming. Civil War 2, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, why wouldn't that be a thing? Every other war's had a sequel.
You got it, man. You got it. Best 2 out of 3, dude. That's how it works. You know?
Star Wars set a tone where it's like there's got to be 3.
Hey, RJ, you busy or what?
I got an email or a message from my buddy that was just in a car accident. Sorry. He's okay, though.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, now I'm the asshole.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, shit. He
That's
just sent me a picture of his car destroyed and saying he's at the hospital. I'll send it.
Jesus,
I'll
was he
send it.
quad?
Yeah, he's okay,
RJ is a fucking car accident. Look at him.
Okay, good.
I don't think he's quadded. I think he's okay.
Okay.
You don't think he's... Yeah?
I don't think he's quadded.
Was he... Better not be. Was he listening to the show and, drove
He might
off
have
the
been.
road from laughter?
He might have been.
Drove off he heard the titty bit. The titty milk.
Titty milk bit?
Trapped on the road.
That was like from a month ago.
It
holds
deep.
up, dude. It holds up.
Maybe,
he's going deep.
Cutting, or
Deep
maybe
cuts.
he's catching
Honestly,
up.
I feel like this is probably not the time to say this because we're actively recording.
Yeah.
But the last 4 to 6 shows have been some of the funnest I've had, times I've had recording. And if you listen to it,
dumb as fuck.
it's
you
obvious.
hear
We're
it.
all having a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of
worked.
positive messages from buds that are like, man, last week's show was so fucking good, and it sounds good. I ran
It's
into a
just
dude
nice.
the other night that was like, I hadn't seen him in maybe 5 or 6 years. It's been a while, and he was literally like, wow, it's so weird to talk in person because I listen to your show all the time. It's like, wow, people do care, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
It's weird. It's
Now,
super
did
weird.
he-
I'd rather you didn't, but...
Did he take your dick out of his mouth when he said that to you? Or did he, muffle
yeah,
it?
It was right
around?
before.
holding on to
Yeah,
what?
he was working on the belt as he said that. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
The best part,
Yeah.
some would say.
I go hands free. They gotta do
Yeah.
all the work.
Yeah. I'm one of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah.
I pick at my
Yeah.
ears and shit. Yeah. We should
No,
get to the
that's cool.
topic at hand, though. We have a topic this show for a rare change.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
We all watched Nofx's Weekend at Fatty's, which is live version of White Trash, 2 Heebs and a Bean. Is it an anniversary? That album came out in 92, so I don't think it's
I don't think so.
I guess it's 28 years. It's not quite 30, but they did a live
Good times
show
ever.
on pay-per-view,
Close enough.
and it was so fucking rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
so
pretty
fucking
cool.
rad, dude. And even with all the fuck-ups and, the forgetting the lyrics and shit, which is kind of, you kind of come to expect it to some degree. It is part of their shtick.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
still so good. The songs that I wanted you to nail this and do it perfect, She's Gone, and he just totally biffed the whole
Yeah.
half of the song. It was still so good.
Yeah.
It was still so good.
All the other shit, though, that, the camera... Because I've seen a few of these where it's here's an artist live from home, during COVID, there's no show. And they're not that interesting. It's either they're in a room or it's Dropkick Murphys are fucking idiots and they played Fenway Park. And it's this is way too big a space and it's so uninteresting to watch.
Yeah.
But this one, the
Wow.
camera was
No
really...
interest at all.
it felt like I was on stage with them. It showed Mike doesn't know the lyrics to any of his songs. We all know this. But it showed not only
Yeah, it
does he have
felt
a
like
set
you're at
list
the
on the
party.
ground, but he has the
Yeah.
entire song on 9 pieces of paper along the ground.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
I've
whole
seen
set list.
Nofx how many times I didn't know that was a thing, and it was so fucking funny to just see the camera pan down, and he just was
And there's a cabana boy by the pool
Yeah.
holding up his
Holding
fucking
them up.
lyrics.
so fucking funny.
Yeah. Another cabana boy fanning him off.
There was one part where, early in the show, Mike is playing, and he spins or something, and his glasses go flying. And then, without skipping a beat, Melvin just stomps on them.
Steps on him.
Stomps on them like he's hitting a guitar pedal. Just stomps on them and doesn't acknowledge anything. Doesn't look at him, doesn't
Dude,
do nothing. Just stomps him. And then Mike goes over and grabs him by the hair
Totally.
and, pulls his hair like a brat. But they don't
Wow.
stop
And that
playing. It's so funny.
No,
I saw
it's
them
so fun.
at one point too, where like Mike was going over and turning Melvin's guitar off.
Yeah.
Like mid song, right?
yeah. I mean, and it's kind of these things, like, you don't really get to fully appreciate all of that when you're at the show because you're getting your ass kicked. And
Yeah.
you know what
Dancing
I mean?
around. And they're
Trying
above
to
you.
find fresh
I can't
air
see
in
the
this
floor.
pit.
The funny thing is, though, I think about that band is, like, it's my all-time favorite band. And Fat Mike and Melvin, I find so entertaining. But it's like Smelly and El Jefe are the actual musicians in the band.
Yeah.
They're the Clydesdales.
Yeah,
right?
they can
They're fucking pulling
absolutely
that
like
wagon.
hold it together, and that those two idiots can like fuck around on stage and do dumb stuff.
But they're,
and,
Yeah.
you know what? But
You know?
to their credit, they're goofy, but they're tight. They're pretty tight from like an untrained ear.
Yeah.
You know,
Mike can
they
play
hit
the
all their
bass.
marks. The music is fucking
Yeah.
boom.
yeah, I
right?
think that was the other thing that I took away from this was it's like, oh, like Mike can play all these like
Yeah.
there's a
Big
lot of
time.
jazz riffs on Two Heebs and a Bean, right? Like,
He can definitely play bass, yeah.
yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
remembering.
that record has a lot of diversity in sound.
Oh, yeah.
for real.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's
And
some of
that's
the
the
most diverse
first
of their
album
records.
they all
It's like
played
there was
together.
like
Nail
six
it the whole time.
fucking. It's like there's 6 punk songs on that album, and
Yeah.
then there's like 3 jazz songs.
Yeah.
and you know
Yeah.
like.
There's a couple like slow, mid-tempo, boring songs that are actually really good halfway through.
Yeah.
You know?
And the
Okay.
joke songs, like even like Johnny Appleseed, like that song fucking rules.
Yeah.
Like it is a stupid joke song. He's singing it in a like comedic voice, but then when it like picks
it's
up
so
toward
fun.
the end, it's like it sounds so good.
Yeah.
So good. I don't think I've ever seen them play that live or heard that live. Like,
No.
Why would they? It's a
No.
dumb song, but
yeah.
when it gets to
It's
that
super
like
cool, though.
making sure the garden grows part, it's like yeah, like that's a fucking good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good, but it's great on the record, of course. If they pull it off in live, it's just gonna be a wicked time. But you were saying like with the whole like that whole series of events cut together, like it's kind of nice that it wasn't live because you wouldn't get those moments kind of peppered in
Right, the camera
to the
cuts.
production
yeah,
of this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that it was like delayed by a week and they had a week to prep it because it was like all the like those little artistic shots and cut shots from the band playing were really good. But I actually noticed something about all that
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, I wish they would do this more. And they didn't have enough of Smelly's like fills. Like when when they would like cut the Smelly, he'd just be doing the basic beat, right, on the hi-hat and snare. But anytime he had any like fills or rolls or anything in his drum beat, they were filming something else. Because like Nofx, like that album too, like the drumming's like super impressive, and you just don't see enough of like the fills and the rolls. Like if they're gonna film him, like film when he's like kicking ass on the drums, right?
You know what's funny that you say about that? Did you guys see that shit that they posted? Smelly posted it that like when they recorded that album,
Yeah.
he was like so high on heroin.
Oh yeah.
That he
totally.
he couldn't fucking do
They had to
any of
play
the
it
drummings.
slow.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
had to fucking like the drumming, the percussion.
And they sped it up.
Drummings.
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
it slower.
Yeah.
They had to like he just played it slow and they sped it up to what they needed it
match
to be.
the tempo. Yeah.
And then he
Totally.
when they
That's
finished
wild.
recording,
Got-
he went to rehab.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, the video I watched, you guys watch it live with your boys G and Pat. Was Pat there?
No, it was this other dude, Jacob, that we didn't know till we got there, but he was a rad fucking dude. I'd like to hang out with him more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, he was a deep cut Nofx fan. Like, at one point, Skyler's like, this song's good, but it's not rocking. And he was just like, oh, Howard Stern. Like, he got it all. Like, he was rad.
Yeah.
It's not rocking.
It's not rocking. He didn't like, what the fuck?
Who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
No talent.
No,
No,
child.
no effects. More like no talent.
Yeah. It's just not rocking.
Yeah, but he,
But
anyway,
I
he was a
watched
good
the
dude.
video.
Yeah.
I watched the video like a couple days after you guys,
Mm.
and so I got someone's bootleg thing. But they cut together a bunch of shit. So there was like some pre-party shit with like Mike being a pervert and locking girls in his trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that
like
we
they
saw
having
that.
hilarious. That was hilarious though. Like just his fucking.
See, I don't
freak
really
nature
like
is
that.
just-
I think Mike's annoying with his, like, constantly talking about how he's into weird
Dude,
sex
he's
shit.
living his truth.
But
You know
it's
what I
like,
mean? He's living his
for
truth.
me, it was like he just loves trying to discuss. Like, it's a shock thing, which I find annoying.
Dude, he's
it sounds
clearly
very performative.
gets off on it though. Like,
yeah, I guess that's part of the kink is like him. But he's like, oh, grab one of
Yeah.
these dildos, they're clean. Oh wait, no, that's the dirty drawer. Like, it's like that kind. Like, why are we doing this? Like, this is a like, why are we getting a tour of your dirty dildo drawer? Like,
listen, I didn't need to see it, but I did like how it was all kind of cut in
okay.
to this production.
Yeah,
know?
we didn't see
and then
it
there
cut.
was
We
like
watched,
a podcast.
it was
thing
like
they did
a
after.
40-minute tour of his fucking bedroom, and it's like, I don't know why we're watching this.
Oh, I didn't see any of that. See,
Yeah,
I just see like
like
4 or 5 cut minutes of it.
Yeah, if it was cut up, it would be different. But like, I'm with you, RJ. Like, it got like fucking weird at points that it was just like, when is this starting? You know what I mean?
And
like,
it's not the sexuality part is weird. Like, I'm like for it, like go for it. But it's like, why is this always like your new like flex that you're the most perverted weird dude that like I have a butt plug in right now? Like, it's like, I don't care. And it's not that I don't want to hear that. It's just like, I don't know why you think everyone wants to know that.
You know, the thing is though, that's most of the world. Like, their identity is their sex and their opinions about sex and gender. You know what I mean? It's like, that's most people's personalities. So he's just a famous version of that.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
like, there's like all the pronouns and stuff that I can't keep up with even if I wanted to. It's like there's a demographic of people out there that are just like that. I don't actually socialize or really know too many of them.
They can do it. I don't. Yeah.
Normal, and they prefer their own thing, right?
But the same way that if I knew someone did that, it's like, I don't care. You can do it if you want, but like, don't tell me about it constantly. Like, I don't want to know. Like, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you interesting. It's like the same for me as like do you have sex with the lights on kind of thing. It's like, doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, if you have sex with dudes or you wear like anal beads, like, I don't care. Like, it has no.
Like, if you're not being funny about it, I especially don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah. No, I mean, whatever. Like, it was still a wicked event, and like they burned through that fucking album like way better and way cleaner than I would have expected, to be honest. And it was good. Like, Mike's voice sounded good. Everything was fucking in level, like in mixed perfectly. It was. Dude, it was such a fucking good. I watched some of the other bands too. Like, I didn't get off really on any of it. Like, I like that Get Dead band. Like, that surprised me.
We didn't watch a lot of it.
Yeah, we didn't watch any.
We got to the
like,
we got to the
was cool.
Yeah, we got to the party late, and when we got there, it was just like the comedian was on already, and it was fucking horrible. Whoever that guy was, like, stop. And then we restarted it and watched the beginning, watched Nofx, and then it went into. Like Slightly Stupid. They played and they were cool, but there was a point where we're all like 7 beers deep by this point, just after Nofx, and it's like, why are we watching this band no one knows? And they're like, okay, like, just turn this off and put on.
We're gonna play a Agrolite song. We're gonna play a fucking this song.
We just turned it
play
off.
Your own
like,
fucking songs.
Yeah, it's like we have the Chromecast on. Like, there's just like blast music videos for the rest of the night of like bands we're all stoked on. So in that way, like,
I do like that Agrolite
should have
song,
headlined
though,
for sure. I would have watched.
That was the one thing that was disappointing. That like, it wasn't. I was excited to watch those other bands. Like, I've heard good things about like Get Dead, and it's like, I want to see that.
Get Dead was good. Like, it was surprisingly good. Like,
we never got.
I will listen to that record.
If I was watching that knowing like, oh, and NoFX is coming up after this, and they're gonna play Two Heebs and a Bean. But when they open,
and you're hanging out, you're shooting the shit and fucking drinking.
Yeah, and now that's over, and it's like, okay, like I don't know, it was done wrong.
Done wrong.
I mean, I think for them though, it was probably done right. Like, it looked like they recorded that, dinner time, let's say, and then all the other bands played after. So they just got the party. Right? Yeah, they got their set over with, and they just got the party.
I also get that it's like totally like, hey, we're doing this at this time, and then we're gonna I don't know.
Like, but you're saying they could have just cut it up. They could have cut it up like it was going to a show, and you got your local band, you got your, your opening band, then you got your headliner kind of shit.
For sure, that's what I was expecting, but it was like, no, we're at 5:00. We're doing this.
See, I didn't have the priv to watch it live, so like.
Well, we didn't watch it live. We were late,
Oh,
It
yeah.
started way too early. Like, it's fucking annoying. Like, I saw on the like Instagram posts and shit like 5 p.m. And I assumed, I guess you shouldn't assume.
West Coast time.
I
though,
assumed
right?
that was West Coast 5 p.m. It's gonna start at like 8
Yeah.
for us, but it started at 5
But it
p.m.
wasn't.
for us, and NoFX opened.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was
Oh,
like
you weren't even
they were
home
done
yet.
at
It was-
5:30. I'm like, I didn't get home till 7. Like, I planned on like I'll barely get there by 8, but
Oh shit! So what happened? Oh, you guys just go back and watch?
yeah,
it kind of
we
thing?
just like
Yeah,
when
once
me
it
and
was
Skyler
over-
got there, like they had watched the whole thing already, and the comedian was on, and
Yeah.
it was horrible. And it's like, okay, just start it over. Like they're both like, yeah, NoFX
Oh,
is sick. We'll just
gotcha.
start it over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
But
alright.
again, yeah,
It was-
not
no,
anticipating. I mean, I don't care if they want to keep doing this. Like, I do want shows to come back, but like this is better than anything else that's on YouTube. Like, there's
Yeah.
production quality to it. It's like
Yeah.
when you used to buy the DVDs of all these bands, right? And
Right.
VHS tapes
Yeah.
and shit. When we used to have that, like, you know, element to our fandom when we were younger. It's like
Definitely.
it was cut like that.
yeah.
It was super rad.
It was super
you know?
rad. And I guess you watched it in the van, but like for me and Skylar, like it felt like
Yeah.
an event. Like we're going out, we have to be there.
Totally.
We were late
Oh,
as
it's still
fuck.
for me. I got
But
a
it,
case
like, that
of beer.
added to
Oh,
it, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Like we were going to a
Yeah.
buddy's house to watch this thing, and it was like it's kind of like we're going to a show. Like I'm stoked.
Well,
Had it on real loud.
it
It was
was.
great.
I went to my buddy's house to watch the other thing we were going to talk about today, which was total dog shit.
Yeah.
And we're never going to
No.
speak of its name again. Oh, did she bring you another one?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
she
nice.
brought me another
one.
nice.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
Thanks, baby.
But I tried to talk him into. Oh, you got some for me too? Oh, thanks. Oh my god. Look at that. So wet. Oh, that water's so wet.
Yeah. Cool on my tongue.
No, too cold. Take it back.
It's too cold. But I tried to talk him into watching the NoFX thing, and he didn't want to watch it. He had like a projector at his house and shit, and like he's like, "Nah, I don't want to watch that." And it's like, "Fuck, man, this is the time I want to watch it at your house on your projector TV."
Yeah.
You know,
Let me watch it then.
let me watch it. Go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good.
But I watched it in the van. I got a case of beer. I rolled some dubs. I ordered pizza. It was an event.
Not only like what I thought was funny was we went to a friend's house and watched it, and he paid money for it. I
Yeah.
think that's how it worked.
Cook.
And then I saw that it was supposed to only be up for like 48 hours, and then because of like popular demand, they left it up for another 24 hours. And when they put it back up for the 24 hours, they said on like Instagram, like, make sure you see it because this is like we're never putting this on YouTube. And then later that day,
right?
RJ, you sent in our chat group like the link for
Yeah.
it on YouTube.
It's like, you're not gonna put on YouTube, but
Like,
20 other people.
Hundreds
definitely
of
are.
other people have uploaded it
And then-
already.
Yeah, me and the roommate totally watched it like last Friday.
Yeah.
Now listen, if they did it again, would I pay to see it this time? Yeah, knowing what I'm getting
Yeah,
into.
I
for
would
sure
pay
would.
again just
I
for
would
that
pay.
event part of like we're gonna do this Saturday night at. I understand the time difference thing now, but I would pay. I think that made it really special and fun versus like Wednesday morning
Well,
just
also-
happening across the like YouTube link.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it at 5 p.m. If you buy it, you can watch
Yeah,
it
too.
anytime
Yeah.
for. So it's like you could have bought it at 8 p.m. and just watched it at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
right?
put it on
Well,
it.
like that was it too. Like there was a weird panic situation where we found out that we were stupid and that the time difference was a thing, and it's like fuck, we missed it. But then like did some digging and it's like no, like if you buy it, you get it for
Yeah.
It's like renting a movie.
Yeah,
off
you
of,
got
like,
it all night.
some- You get it for
Or
48
like
hours, kind of thing.
Fucking Louis C.K.'s new special.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, right?
And it's like okay, like I don't know, if we can't be going
Or
to
Vannon when we did Vannon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Bannon.
If we can't be going to shows because like the COVID thing, like it just seems so reckless to do that. That like if this is like a decent alternative,
Yes and no.
like I'm into it. They said they were doing it
The
again.
thing is-
and it's like, are you gonna
That'd be
do
cool.
another album?
Absolutely.
Dude, in that little
Dude, pump
chat
up the
thing they
volume.
did,
Pump up the volume.
Smelly
Yeah,
said
for sure.
it. Smelly, there was a fan question at the end of this video I watched, and they're like, if there was another album that you would do, and like Smelly was right on. He's like, I was listening to it the other day for the first time in 20 years. It was kick-ass.
It's one of the best albums. Yeah.
And like they all seemed kind of into it. They're like, yeah, that sounds good. There's cool songs on that, you know.
Like I was saying earlier about how like he really holds the band together. I've heard I've got snippets, and this is just me pure speculating, but like he definitely is the one that picks the songs, kind of thing. Like I've seen interviews where he's just like S&M Airlines. They don't play that song live because he thinks it's boring. Like the drum beat's like stupid, and he doesn't want to play it. So it's like, we're not playing that. And it's like, okay, So when you say that,
probably I'm sure like everyone kind of has a rough say in some of that shit
for
too.
sure.
Like, the bass lines, or like separation of church and skate. It's like, we're not playing that because that's too fucking
hard.
Crazy off the top.
They'll play it, but El Jefe has to put like his fucking foot up on the monitor. And play
it,
you know?
You gotta have your foot up
there
on the monitor.
One part,
we're gonna give you a special guitar.
Like when this set was like starting, where Jefe was talking about like his arthritis in his hand and his like pinky, and like, let me see if I can do this, and then he like shreds like it's no problem. And it was a minute. Like, is he just being funny, or like these guys are in their like 50s now? Like that must be a thing for like a guitar player that's been playing like that for his whole life. Like his hand must be kind of shit.
Oh, for sure.
So there is
and then bad genetics too will do.
Who knows?
You know? Just that alone.
And we've all been speculating. He's definitely got cancer.
Wow.
Oh my God, he's got something.
He's way too skinny.
He's pale,
skinny,
and he's pale as shit.
For the fat Mexican in the band, he's way too pale and skinny right now. He's sick.
Dude. Like he's got that AIDS face going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like the bad dye job on the hair, like the jet black hair we were talking about a couple weeks ago, like it just accentuates the whole AIDS vibe.
But like, it's funny that it's like that. Like his hair is like that, but then like the two, like Fat Mike's got like, you know, Smurf blue, clown blue. Melvin's got his blue. You know what I mean? That it's just like theirs are so outrageous, but his is like noticeable.
Yeah, he's got the like lounge singer black hair on though. Like he looks so fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's noticeable because it absolutely does not look natural. Like it looks more unnatural than the blue hair.
You know what? Yeah, and you know what? He would probably look less sick if he just like his hair
had his normal salt and pepper hair.
That's what makes him look sick.
When you guys are like, he looks sick. It's like, no, he's just old, but he's clinging to his youth.
He's clinging to the youth. Yeah, he's doing the Steven Seagal right now.
Yeah, he's in his Seagal years.
Fuck yeah.
Seagal years.
And you know what?
Past your salad days, now you're into Seagal years.
Seagal years.
Seagal years, yeah. When you don't really know what to do with your life.
No.
You turn to karate.
So you just dye your goatee. You turn to karate and dye your goatee.
Oh.
But I'm into this. Like
if they do that every month, I'm so into it.
I'm not going to say it's better than nothing. It's not better than nothing.
No.
But it's its own thing, and it's super cool.
To say it's better than nothing would be disrespectful, I think, to what it actually is, because it isn't better than nothing, right? Like, this, you know what I mean? But I know it. But I'm also like agreeing with you that it's just like, it's not like a live show.
No,
it's not gonna
dude, it's nothing like going to a show.
But if you're gonna,
it made me horny for parties for sure.
If you're gonna do this live show shit, I would much rather you film it, pre-record it. Like the fucking Tonight Show's not fucking live.
It's not live. I mean? No, we're not editing it, but it's not live.
No, right? But you could, and that's the thing. Like cutting it all up was
maybe. And I think cutting it up just made it like way more like appeasing to my eye to watch. Like
dude,
it was like it
was done
video.
Really well.
It really like. I know I'm a cuck for Nofx, but like when they did the Decline Red Rocks thing,
that was sick.
Came out, and that was like April-ish.
Yeah.
May, like, and in our home, like it was like a Friday night, like we had a couple beers and we all sat down and dedicated 20 minutes of our
as a
Friday
family,
night
as a family,
to the decline, right?
Yeah.
Like showed our respect, and it was fucking sick. And it's like play your live performance, record it, and film it, and then chop it up and fucking present it to the world like a live album.
Yeah,
like,
it's so much better than just the one camera fucking vantage, right? Or two at most. Like,
and I feel like doing it live, there's like you're gonna miss things. Like, you know, it's like that cut to camera one, cut to camera two. It's like doing a live.
Yeah, they don't
event.
do that. Like, you just can't do that.
You're
for
not
a
gonna
fucking
catch
punk rock
those
band.
moments
Like,
where fucking like Melvin stomping his glasses. You would, he would have done
you'd
it,
never see that.
and then they would click to it after the fact, and it's like, well, why is Mike ripping his hair out?
Yeah.
Like, what's that all about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, because you didn't see that he fucking stomped his glasses.
No, like it was really well shot and edited and put together, and obviously the music was great. Like what I saw, you know, it was all real good. Like I'm not I really don't ever want to see Slightly Stoopid or Bad Cop ever again. I just like don't need to ever hear those bands or see those bands. Like they're not for me. But like as a whole, like the whole thing, like from my point of view, seeing it all cut up, like, dude, it was sick, and I would pay for it. Yeah,
I don't know how much it costs.
Is worth the 20
like
bucks.
our buddy bought it, but I think it was under.
Well, if it's like
10.
$20
was it
every
20?
couple months,
I thought it was a 10.
I don't know.
I thought I saw it
Might be
as 15, but that's probably American,
Right.
so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's
that.
$20.
It's probably like $30, $30
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing it every week. That's for fucking sure.
No.
You know.
It was fun as
But-
fuck though. That night was great.
I would totally
And,
do
like,
it. It's like a UFC pay-per-view.
Oh. Watched the UFC last night. It was all fucking great too.
See, but even that's
Really? I gotta
saturated,
check
right?
it.
Like there's so every fucking
There's a
Tuesday.
there's a UFC every Saturday,
yeah.
but it's not like every month. It's still like there's one pay-per-view a month that's like you got to see the title fight. Like last night was it? You got to watch this every week. There's something now.
It's like wrestling.
Yeah, it's like
right?
varying
It's like
degrees of it, right?
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw. You're not going to see Undertaker
No.
beat Triple H.
There's
For the championship
they'll do number
belt,
one contender
right?
shit every other weekend, but like once a month there'll be a title fight that's like, oh my god, I need to see this like champion that only fights twice a year. Like I got to see this.
Yeah, those are the only ones I watch.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you, I don't know.
And we didn't pay
Not
for it.
to-
We just streamed it.
I'm-
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Look at I'm into
when it comes to UFC, fucking, I'm
Yeah.
saying like if you're paying for it, you're a cuck. You know.
I've
I'll
paid for a
say
few
this,
in my
though.
life. I've paid for a few where it's just like I don't want.
I paid for like the original
Yeah.
ones or
Yeah.
whenever they took off in the
I
early
remember
2000s.
watching like the Machito,
Yeah, at
most
Mike's house.
elusive fighter at your house,
Yeah.
Mike. We paid for that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Some are.
Yeah, I have paid for them,
It's
but
just
now
like-
they got a network and trillions
But
of dollars. I don't
sometimes-
need my
Yeah.
fucking money.
But the like last night we were watching it and it gets like choppy, leggy. Like sometimes the like
Yeah.
commentary's not quite on. Like all that shit comes with a free stream. Like this summer
sure.
I paid for the like Jorge Masvidal fight when he fought for the title against Kamaru Usman. It's like, oh man, I really want to see this and I don't want any bullshit. And
Bullshit,
like
yeah.
my buddy was coming over, so it's like I'll pay for this. It's like $50 if you just buy all the pizza and bring like me 12 beers. We're even. And it's like that was a fair night.
You buy all the pizza. You bring me 12 beers and a
I want a
bag of
cab
Coke.
home.
And I'll
Yeah.
watch the thing that I was
Yeah.
gonna watch, whether or not you came over or not. Yeah.
Yeah, regardless.
Regardless.
want-
No, I mean it's good.
I want
It's-
two
But it was
fingers
like
in
that
my
was a
butt.
fun night. The two of us hung out. Skyler and his roommate were off to the cabin or some shit. It was like, yeah, the two of us just watched it. And it was like we watched it in like full 4K, like HD. Like it was sick. Versus
Yeah.
last night, it's
And
like
then he
we're
cut-
gonna
and then-
just like get a stream and talk through it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And then he cuddled you to sleep
Yeah.
while whispering in your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he was
Yeah, we
stealing
know,
in
we
your
know.
ass.
yeah. We know how it goes.
We know how you watch juice.
Yeah. Dick out.
But honestly, like,
Dick out.
I was gonna say, like, with the Nofx thing, the only thing that bugs me, and I get, it's just, it is what it is. But it's totally, like, all of those, they're all fat wreck bands.
Yeah.
Right? I wish there was more diversity where it's like, seriously, like, get Rancid to play, get, like, Teenage Bottle Rocket to play.
Well, they
You know?
talked about the Bouncing Souls and Rancid, the two bands I absolutely want to see do this,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like, they're like, neither one of those bands like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to come here. I invited Greg. I invited Lars.
Then they censored something he said after that.
They said, he said, like, it would look like he swore.
Yeah.
And then said their name.
Yeah.
Or something. Like bitch fucking
Yeah.
something, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
they're
they
just
censored something after that.
just
You said that in our chat.
Yeah.
being dinks, right? But yeah. But that's what I like. I don't know. It just seems.
It would
like
be cool. Like
yeah.
the Swingin' Utters are a fat band,
Yeah.
and I don't know. They probably hate Mike too. But like, if they don't, actually, I don't think they do because they all kind of work around fat.
Yeah, I
From what
think
I
the
understand,
last
they
Swingin'
have.
Utters album
I just
came
like
out
I
on
get
Fat
it, right?
still.
It's the fucking like,
Yeah.
hey, we're doing this and.
Or even
Bad
Lagwagon,
Cop,
like they
Bad Cop,
fucking
Bad
rule.
Cop, right? Like you guys aren't.
Yeah, Lagwagon. Yeah.
Like there'll be eyes on you because of us, whatever, right? But yeah, like I'm just. My thing is, it's like this seems like such a good idea, and then when you see the lineup, it's like, well, you guys like Nofx is the only band that like
Yeah,
I
no one's watching the
want
rest.
to see. I'll give the other guys a chance, but then
Yeah.
again, when
Yeah.
you do it that they play first and everyone's after, it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna fucking watch the video for GGF, you know? Like,
Yeah. And again,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fat Mike pulls this shit all the time, so it's not surprising. But even them opening and not headlining, like, that's annoying as fuck. And also on that bill of bands playing was Avenged Sevenfold and Laura Jane Grace, and neither of those bands played.
yeah.
Like,
is that right?
Yeah. Neither of them played, and it's just like, that's them being funny, and...
Oh, he did fucking say that in the during the show. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, he said something.
Yeah.
I didn't get the reference,
He did,
but
yeah, like I was gonna say, like I think we looked into it, and like RJ, you were saying that Laura
was
Bates-
there,
Just
and did a sound
Laura-
check, and then had like
Yeah.
a panic attack, and didn't want to be like around all that many people, and left.
Yeah.
But
so
what
she
I'm
didn't do
saying
it.
is like they recorded that in advance. They knew damn well she's not
She
playing.
wasn't gonna-
Like,
yeah.
don't promo all week that she's there. Like, that's fucking annoying. That anyone
But I
that
mean, they
actually wants,
they could have taken it off.
they
Yeah.
could have
But
taken it
they-
off or
like, the
put
way-
out a
yeah.
disclaimer like,
Yeah.
oh, she's not actually here. Like because like
That
your
is
roommate
hilarious.
almost
like, who's
came
gonna
just
call
to
him on
watch
it?
that.
Who's gonna call him on it? Bunch of
Yeah.
punks? Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then same
Yeah.
with like Avenged Sevenfold, it was just like there was like two of them in the crowd, and like they panned to them at one point, and like they
That's what
laughed,
I saw,
And they were
yeah,
just
yeah.
like we said you were playing, so like
He said something like, oh yeah, we just used your name for the show, Bill, or he said something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, maybe we'll play a song later.
I personally think it's fucking hilarious.
It is
I think
funny.
that's
I think it's
so
hilarious
funny,
as
just
shit.
like, yeah, these guys are gonna be
Because
here,
for
and
me
then they're
personally,
not. Like,
for me, like Fishbone was more of a selling feature than Laura Jane Grace and
yeah,
Avenged Sevenfold.
Sevenfold.
Because like
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
like-
I don't like Laura Jane Grace music. You know, I like the
Yeah.
Against Me music. I just don't like
Yeah.
It's too sappy. It's not for me. It's too
Yeah.
it's too thinky. It's a thinky music.
It's a thinking
I'm just
man.
not
It's
into
just-
it, right?
It makes me use my head. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just not into it. There's no rhythm to it. And
No,
like
and,
there was
like-
one thing that Mike said about this whole thing. Like he's like in one of the cut up videos I watched, he was saying like, oh yeah, I don't like to like write songs with choruses.
Yeah.
And I don't like to rhyme. And then I was like, yeah, that's all well and good for like 6 albums, but what about your last 6 albums where you didn't do that and they all suck?
Yeah.
I'm like thinking to myself, like, you don't want to write choruses and you don't want to rhyme. Well, literally, last 6 of your albums have just been dog shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like maybe write some choruses, maybe do some rhyming here.
Try
bud.
a little harder, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
try something, because it's just like whatever. I get it. Like, you're not just a legacy band. You're playing shows. You're writing new music and kind of playing it and stuff. It's like, yeah, but it all sucks, man.
Yeah.
Like it just
See, but I feel
does.
like I know this.
Change your way, like you're like RJ was even saying about his whole like sexual identity thing. It's like, okay, put it out there, but it's like it shit gets stale
Yeah.
at a
Yeah.
certain point,
Yeah,
you know. And it's
for
like,
sure.
I liked
I
him
just-
before I gave a fuck what his sexual identity was. Like, I don't know why this is
Yeah.
like a focal point now.
Yeah.
but I mean, that's what else do you have to sing about? He's rich. There's no struggle,
Yeah.
except for like social and interpersonal.
People don't
You
get
know
his
what I mean? Like,
sexuality.
yeah, and it's
Oh,
like
my
that's
God.
now the thing. It's like I'm gonna blossom into this like S&M butterfly, you know.
Yeah. Or
That's
someone's
what he
gonna
has.
blossom into him.
I just think like there's a point where it's like, yeah, I do definitely respect and admire the fact that they're still actively making music and being a band. right?
Yeah.
I fucking dig it. But maybe start another band for your fucking, I don't know,
He does
writing
have his
and making
dumbass,
music
like,
pursuits.
cokey thing.
You need to do
Yeah.
that. You need to do that.
And Heffy, like,
Yeah.
threw some shade on him during that set, too, which was fucking funny. When Mike was like, every band hates me, everybody hates me. And then, like, it cuts to Heffy just doing, like, I hate my, or whatever he says, like, I hate me more than I hate you, or whatever. Like, he says the song lyric, and, like, and then it just shows, like, Mike with his eyes closed laughing, like, realizing, yeah, that's a fucking, whatever, lame-ass song. But that's one of those Cokie albums. I hate you more than I hate me, or whatever it is.
I've never, like...
I hate me more than I hate you.
Even...
Like, and then, like, Heffy sings it like that. Yeah.
I got they did the one EP, the Cokie the Clown EP, which was a Nofx EP.
Yeah.
I got that one, and it's got the Cokie the Clown song on it, but I never listened.
It's a full length
to his other.
Yeah,
one came out 2 or just one.
One came out this year.
It might have.
I think
he's got 2 now.
There's like I
only know the first one. I never heard of it.
Yeah, there's like the NoFX one, Cokie the Clown. And then one came out this year.
Was already...
That's just like 12 songs that all sound the exact same. Just a whiny ass song.
Eric, the drummer, like Smelly, he talks about it. I listened to his a podcast he did with some old friend of his, I guess. It was a couple months back.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he's like, he's basically said like those are some of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. And he was like, and they're just so sad and personal. And I get that he like wanted to do it and just like get it off, like get everything out into the world.
Yeah.
But it's like he's like, I am so glad I'm not associated with any of that.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's like, I'm just gonna fucking surf every day and bang my hot rich wife. Like I don't fucking want to have anything to do with Cokie than nothing. You know, like.
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say it.
He's making fucking
surfboards
now. Pickle
sticks.
He's
doing it, man. Pickle sticks, yeah.
Good on
Good
him.
for him. You know.
And then comes
gotta
and
find that
entertains
passion.
The NoFX crowd.
I fucking learned on that fucking video that he like motocrosses and rides bikes and shit. Like that's pretty rad.
If I'm not mistaken, like I read in the book, like you know that Krusty Demons.
Yeah. The
shit.
DVDs,
yeah. Like he started that stuff.
Really?
What?
They had sick soundtracks.
That was so sick in 1998.
Yeah.
Seeing Krusty Demons was so fucking.
They had
sick,
such good music too. That checks out.
It was Krusty Demons. I might be but it was totally like him and his partners were the first ones to like infuse like punk music and motocross and make videos.
That's cool.
And like he loves his fucking motocross shit. I want to say it was Krusty
no, it was
Demons.
neat.
It sounds right.
It's something like that. Something
wasn't it like a CKY thing, Krusty Demons, or was it just?
It was more motocross, but they did have some shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had shenanigans.
But it was like great
and
music.
I think there was even like
swinging udders and shit.
There was like cars and trucks in it too.
Yeah.
Like. And snow machines, and then they did like then they did all the offshoots of it.
Yeah.
Like there's a snow machine one. It's called something like it's Krusty Demons affiliated, but it's
snow
like
machine,
for snow machines. Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah.
On this topic though, like,
but it's like Jackass and CKY. It was kind of how that all molded together, right?
Brian sent us a great question we should use to wrap this little puppy up. Again, you can send us a question to pretty much email@gmail.com. Brian, back again with another hot one, and he wants to know how fitting, which expert is the most punk?
Well, come on.
I mean, like, only one of us is homeless, constantly.
It's not a question.
Yeah, I gotta bow down.
It's not up for debate at all.
Yeah.
I've been 2% since I was 3%.
Oh, you
buddy.
think it's you? That's interesting. Because here it comes. You guys want some absolute straight talk? You know what is the least punk rock thing to do?
What?
Is white collar crime. And the two of you brag about evading your taxes.
Hey, they're
all
called
the
maybe
time.
next year's now.
No. And
dude, are you telling me paying your taxes is more punk rock than not paying your taxes?
Yeah,
you cuck bitch.
No, I am. You fucking white collar.
So on that alone, that gives you the merit, eh? Listen, I don't need the title. I live it. Okay.
Yeah.
We know where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can pop in and out as much as you want, but I've been there. I've been riding that since pre-high school, dude. I've been breaking windows and fucking cashing the government checks, bitch.
No, I think if you're performing white collar crime, it's not punk rock.
But what if you also do some black collar crime and
maybe
even it
I'm
out?
not.
Then you're crime.
And blue collar, and we want all the colors
you get all the
in
crime
this
and-
fucking sandwich.
I don't see.
You get all the crime.
You don't see color.
Yeah, I'm not just doing. I'm not Donald Trump and motherfuckers. I'm not just doing white collar crimes.
Yeah.
I'm out doing blue collar and black collar and all the other ones you said. There's a red collar, redneck.
Yellow.
You know, I'm sure.
I don't see collar.
No, you can't. You can't.
No.
Who's the most punk rock? Well, it's not any of us. Out of the three of us,
Yeah.
my dog, actually. My dog is way more punk rock.
I mean,
he
I'm-
pisses
I was
on
gonna
everything.
say,
He
too,
fucks
yeah.
with everything.
I got a
That's
candlelight
us saying,
situation
Harangi
on.
fuck shit up
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
She
dude.
likes to
Harangi
piss on
pukes the
everything.
most for sure.
Yeah, it's real punk rock. She fucking like the other day, RJ. This was like what happened. Like you were saying, like you were playing video games and she came
Just
over.
sat there and
puked
fucking puked beside me.
right beside
Yeah.
you. But then she'll go back to the food bowl, eat more food, and then go somewhere else and puke. Like she just keeps fucking.
That's what she does.
Yeah,
That's pretty punk rock.
that's pretty punk rock. Like my upstairs carpet is just ruined.
Yeah.
Like, if we
Oh,
want to
no.
sell this place, we have to get a new upstairs carpet. And then fucking,
Yeah.
like, I don't know what we do with the cat in that process, but she can't.
She
stay.
can't
Give it
stay
away.
there. Well, the house
Yeah,
is on the
just Get out
market.
of here.
Yeah.
When the house is on the
Yeah.
market, she's got to be just locked in her room in the hardwood floor.
Yeah, leave her up in the
Yeah,
attic
that's
and
the way to
feed
do
her
it.
fish heads.
Yeah. Like, cause
Yeah.
like your roommate's friend like gifted like a nice little carpet for the living room kind of thing, and it was like under the pretense of like hopefully
Can't have it.
like hopefully like
Can't
Rangy
have it.
doesn't pee on carpets, and it was like she doesn't. Like there's a like carpet on the stairs she doesn't pee on. She never pees upstairs. She doesn't pee, but she fucking pukes on every goddamn carpet. But that wasn't part of the deal.
No. And you know what?
Like that-
Dude,
stairway
I can't.
carpet
If you
is
ask
covered
me,
in
if you ask me,
puke, yeah.
however long you've been with Kevin, if you went 8 years ago, would this man ever have a cat? I'd say, fuck no.
Yeah.
Why would this guy have a cat? The last thing he's gonna want is to clean up someone's shit in his house, puking all over his stuff.
Yeah.
And then you met this girl and she had a cat, and it was like, fine, I'll consider it. You know.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Things
told
do
you
for
from
life.
day one, you got to get a bag, and you put the cat in a bag, and then there's all kinds of things you can do with it: tailpipe, water, cement.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
you can do all kinds of
Dude,
I
I know how to fucking kill a cat.
I know how to
Like,
parent a
I-
cat.
John,
Yeah.
that's
I
right.
got
You
new
are
blood
John.
in
You are
me,
John Dwyer's fucking
Yeah.
grandson.
If it's too small for a pitchfork, then you just put it in a sack and throw it in a tub.
Yep.
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah.
That's how
I guess you do. That's,
If it's too big
insane.
to go into a sack that can fit in the tub,
Yeah.
just hit it with a pitchfork.
pitchfork. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 times. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There was
I
one
don't-
thing about this I thought when I was watching the Nofx thing, it's like, you know how he always complains about being spit on?
Yeah.
Well, now it's like anyone in their right mind's not going to be spitting on him. But there's still going to be people spitting on him.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, it's going to be way worse now.
And they'll be the fucking bottom of the barrel. Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah,
Like,
totally. Because I'm not going out. I am a fucking natural born spitter.
Yeah.
And I haven't spit on anyone since fucking February, probably. Okay.
Probably.
Like, I'm in remission. Yeah. Like I haven't spit at anybody
yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't even want it to be like I've spit about them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll spit
What
about them all the
this
time, but I'm
fucking-
not.
well, what about the woman that's parked up on your grill?
What am I gonna do? Go spit in her window?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to.
Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
guess.
Like it's.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
We were
But it's a
driving
good
that time
you
last
know?
summer.
Like,
Yeah, there was one time where we were driving and you
Oh
put
my
your
God.
blinker on and the people didn't let you in and you slowed down and spit on the side of their car.
yeah, that was
Mid-conversation.
pre-COVID. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you're
That's
driving,
what
telling
I did.
a story.
I can't be doing that anymore.
Yeah, you're
was
driving,
actually,
telling
like,
a story,
you were
roll
just
down the
like-
window, spit on the car, and then continue the story.
This
and
was the
everyone's
last
like,
time I was
"Are
home in
we
my
gonna
parents'
acknowledge
truck."
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just spit on that car?"
Oh,
You
we
were
all
just, like-
laughed about
you
it.
were, like you were driving and you were just like, this motherfucker's not gonna let me in. Boo. So, like,
Well, dude, my lane was ending. I had my blinker on for 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. But it was like, wow, that's the reaction. Not just slow down.
You know
and
what?
Merge.
It was no, it was that was a part of my life. A lot of spitting on a daily basis. But yeah, I'm a new man. I'm a changed man. Growing up.
With that, we should wrap this baby up. Let's give a shout out again to Bike Thieves Leaking, out now on Stomp Records. You can pre-order it, I guess. It's not actually.
You called it leakage last week.
I don't
RJ.
fucking know.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Look up Bike Thieves, look up Stomp Records, and listen to them and pre-order their new album. Simple as that.
You should. It's
and
Are they on Spotify?
Yeah.
So there you go. Just fucking
look on
punch
Spotify.
Bike Thieves into your Spotify, and you'll find out if it's leaked or leakage or leaking. Or
Yeah.
punch
Punch
Bike
it in.
Thieves
Yeah.
in the Spotify.
It starts
Pull your
with
pants down. Pull your pants
LEAK,
down. Get the oil.
Then you're good.
Yeah.
Like, just click
That's
on
it.
it.
With that,
Leak something.
do we have any last words, boys?
More spits 2021.
Yeah. White collar crime for life.
Bitch.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.